Hi, my name is Josh and you're watching The Prolo Patient. Today, I decided I would make a video introducing myself a little bit more and giving you a small backstory that gives you a timeline and explains my life and why I made this YouTube channel. Let me rewind approximately 1.5 years ago and give you a glimpse into my life. I was a small business owner. Me and my wife ran a transport company. I absolutely loved working and living life. As a private pilot, I flew general aviation aircraft for fun and was in training to become a commercial pilot. When one day, everything came to a screeching halt. I received a neck injury that put me out of work for a couple weeks. I decided I would push through the pain and continue to work and run my business. Several days after the accident, I was on my way to Atlanta, where I stopped in Ocala, Florida, overnight at a campground. Before bed, my neck felt strange, like it needed to pop. So I proceeded to try and pop it, which I did, and it felt extremely painful. I went to sleep, neck still hurting. Hours later, I woke up in panic, like I had never experienced before. I was extremely short of breath and couldn't seem to catch my breath at all. My heart rate went crazy, 160 beats a minute. My oxygen saturation went down into the 80s. I threw up several times. I was jittery and shaky. I just knew something was extremely wrong. I went to the emergency room and they found nothing. They said I simply had a panic attack. They prescribed medication and suggested I go see a therapist. I knew that couldn't possibly be correct because before starting my transport company, I was an over-the-road truck driver. I've been in all kinds of sketchy situations, driving in rain, snow, sleet, fog, sandstorms. Once I even survived a tornado in my tractor trailer. As a pilot, I've flown all over America. I've been in some pretty sketchy, anxiety-producing situations and wasn't affected in the slightest by any form of anxiety. So it didn't make sense to me. If it is anxiety, why now? So over the course of the next 8 months, I went to every specialist that you can think of. I had every test known to mankind done to me, but still, my symptoms only got worse. My noise and light sensitivity got so bad I had to wear glasses that made me look like a blind man. I had to wear earplugs just to be able to tolerate any amount of noise. The pressure in my eyes, sinuses, and ears was so extreme that I could barely sleep at night. I was still just as short of breath as I was 8 months ago when this all started. I had extreme pain in my neck, along with popping and clicking. I was dizzy. I couldn't walk from one end of my house to the other without help from my wife. I couldn't do anything but lie down in misery. And after 8 long, grueling months with these awful symptoms, and after seeing 20+ doctors and spending roughly $30,000 out of pocket, I had found no answers, no solutions, and zero relief. I was so bad off, I could barely get out of bed. It certainly couldn't work. I felt confused, scared, and hopeless. I felt like I had run out of options and I had nowhere else to turn. So I began to search the internet and read thousands of forums and watch hundreds of hours of video. And finally, I stumbled across a video talking about craniocervical instability. They listed all these symptoms that lined up with mine. I was extremely excited to finally have something that made sense, and I immediately knew that I was onto something. This video went on to explain how the vagus nerve and other nerves being inflamed or compressed, and the hypermobility in your neck can cause extreme problems in the body, such as dizziness, shortness of breath, digestive issues, vision problems, and the list goes on and on. The solution? Something I had never heard of, and certainly something I never thought I'd be getting. Something called Prolotherapy. It's a process where you're injected with a dextrose or PRP solution that creates an acute injury in a ligament or a tendon that causes it to tighten up, and that's what cures the hypermobility and gives you that stability in your neck that you so direly need. The next morning after watching this video, I ordered a neck brace and I scheduled an appointment with a prolotherapist. Since then, I have received 4 rounds of prolotherapy, one of which being platelet-rich plasma. Thanks to these regenerative injections, my symptoms are slowly improving. So far, it's been a crazy journey with a lot of ups and downs, but going through all this, I consider it my God-given mission to help others who are struggling with CCI and to spread awareness That's why I created this YouTube channel, is to help people like myself who feel hopeless and overwhelmed by strange and unexplained symptoms that are life-altering. In the future, I'll talk about my full list of symptoms more in-depthly in a video called Signs and Symptoms of CCI. After I make this video, I'll link it down in the description. Also on this channel, I'll post videos of things that have helped me and encouraged me along the way. So thank you all so much for watching. May God bless you, and we'll see you again soon.